Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the top 3 stocks that all of you should be keeping in your watch list for today. I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions like we always do here on this channel. Now, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also don't forget to click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on these videos, alright? Now let's get started right off the bat. The futures market is officially open, and things are not looking too bad right now. Yesterday I told y'all that we would open up a little bit higher, and right now it looks like it's just going to consolidate. It's either we see some buying volume or we're just gonna consolidate further into the open, and then we're gonna start sliding lower. All right, things are not looking too good for the SPY, and also the Nasdaq isn't looking so great either. I want to show y'all something with the Nasdaq. So there is this flag on the Nasdaq, right? It seems like a flag. It appears to be a flag. Only if it is to bounce and to stay out here, and for us to see some buying volume, right? To pretty much carry the price all the way up to here. Okay, that's just one scenario that I put out like literally right before I recorded the video. I just had this idea. Now, if this turns out not to be a flag and we don't see a bounce, and we do see what I told y'all yesterday, as in like we open higher and then we start collapsing all the way down like that, and this thing is just done. There's no flag here, and we'll just be seeing a lot of downtrend throughout the next few days, which is what I am leaning towards. Yeah, I'm leaning towards that. So that's my honest thoughts on the overall market. All right, now the first stock that I want all of y'all to keep in your watch list for tomorrow, that stock is XBEV. All right, let me just do this. XBEV. Perfect. All right, and the reason why I want to tell y'all about XBEV is because of this right here. This is a bear flag that is breaking down right here. All right, so what I'm seeing with this thing, again, what I'm anticipating is that if the market indeed open a higher, we're going to retest this ceiling right there. We're going to retest it, and then it's going to reject and slowly starts falling down and lower. All right, so that's what I'm seeing with XBEV. It's not looking too bullish at the moment, so definitely keep this one on your watches for tomorrow. Let's look at the daily and let's see. The daily is not looking too strong, and there is also that this right here at the bottom at $32. So that's another thing that worries me. As a, like, if I was trying to be long, this would actually worry me. Like, I think it might actually fill it before we see some type of bounce. So keep XBEV on your watch list for next week. All right, now the next stock that we're going to discuss in today's video, we're gonna talk about UPS. All right, now for UPS, I talked about it in one of last week's video. I told y'all to watch it for a drop to this neckline right here, especially after this inverted head and shoulders is appearing on the chart, right? It popped through earnings and then it's immediately rejecting. I think that it has more room to fall. There is other stocks that look exactly like this. They do phenomenal through earnings. They popped up and then they start immediately collapsing. And there is that giant gap right here, all the way down towards 204. So scenario number 1, again, it opens up slightly higher, and then we immediately fall below 210, and then we slowly keep falling. Scenario number 2, which could be very annoying for any for the bears, which would be to pretty much do something like this, right? And then immediately fall into the next week. So it could pull off something like that, or it could just go straight down to where it looks like it wants to go. That's what I'm seeing with UPS, and that's why y'all should keep it on your watch list for next week. Now the last one that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for next week, let me see here. That stock is Marvel. All right, Marvel here, and the reason why is for the same exact reason. there's a bear flag on there. All right, people. It broke down. It broke down. Let me show y'all. It broke down. It broke down over here. All right, right there. Broke down on the 11, right at 11:46, which was around noon, the same time that Nike broke down. All right, and so far it's not looking so great. Immediately after it did that, it flushed all the way down to 67. It has more room to the downside. I think it's gonna drop all the way down to all the way down to 60, maybe $61. Yeah, it's not looking too great. So definitely keep this one in your watches for a potential drop. All right, now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. Again, you always ask some wonderful questions. Now the first one that we're going to address, that stock is BBY. All right, now for BBY, this one is Best Buy, and it's looking quite strong. Like, it's not collapsing with the overall market. It's just chilling over here. Obviously, the volume is a little bit low. It's around like between 1 and 2 million. The opportunities on here is kind of scarce. Like, you have to like catch it at the right time, and it's just basing right there at this low between like between $95 and $105. It's not really moving much, which can be quite frustrating if you constantly try to take a trade on there. Don't force any trades, people. Just wait for the things to appear, like good volume, good structure, and some momentum. All right, and it has earnings coming up too, so earnings will decide its fate. The previous one, it didn't do so well. Like, it tanked from the highs of 142 all the way down to 111, and it's trying. It's been months. It's been 3 months now, and so far it's not looking too nice. It's not. Let's see here. Let's look at the weekly. The weekly might, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what the reaction may be, even though the reaction is a bit unpredictable. Like, some stocks are a little bit more easier, technically speaking, with the chart, but this one right here, I have no clue. And if you're gonna gamble through earnings, I would say be careful, because it could go nowhere. Like, it really could just be a chop fest through earnings, and then it just stays in that box, and then both sides just get crushed. All right, so that's my thoughts on BBY. And the last stock that we're going to talk about in today's video, we're going to talk about Ozone. All right, now with Ozone, this one doesn't have too much history. It opened up at like in 2000, and I believe this is 20. Yeah, 2020. And then it's been pretty much giving up all of its gains. It's the slow fader all the way down. The volume is continuously growing, which is a sign that the selling pressure may not be done yet. I think there is some consolidation that may occur within the next few days before we see some type of bounce. It's just going to chop in here. Again, be very patient with these stocks given the current conditions that we're currently in. All right, eventually it's going to form something nice, and the direction will be a little bit more obvious, and hopefully we see a little bit more green over here to provide an opportunity for the dip buyers who really want to get into this company for a move all the way up to like $30. But as for right now, I have no clue when this is going to bounce. All right, that's my very honest opinion on this stock, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday 10 minutes before the market opens. If you would like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you are not following us on social media, you can find me at NGumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I'll leave some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.